Good morning, guys. Well, at long last, we have blue skies and sunshine, and things are starting to dry up nicely. So the guys are here, and they are cleaning the carport, the concrete. They are filling the gaps. I'll spin you around and let you see what's happening. And they are going to seal it today, so it will look a lot different, I would imagine, when it's got the sealer on it. So, or you'll have to excuse the partial state of dress here. It's morning, we've been up and we've been outside cleaning, and I've been sweating buckets again. I came out this morning when I found out they were coming round, and I brushed it all down. Complete and utter waste of time, because they came and they ground out the seams and it just put dust everywhere, so they're now jet washing it. So I will spin you around like you see, guys. Okay, so they ground out this seam along here. Made a straight line, and they're now filling it. I'm not sure what they're filling it with, but it's going to get rid of the seam. Well, you'll still see the seam, but it'll look like a proper joint. And they're also jet washing it. So I will bring you back, guys, very shortly when they've started putting the coating on it. They've obviously got to jet wash all this as well. Looking very dusty, because the guy, when he was grinding out the seam, there's just a lot of dust. So yeah, blue skies, the odd little fluffy cloud, which gives us the occasional break from the sun. For those of you interested out there in the river level, well, it's going up again. We've had days and days and days of just solid rain, massive thunderstorms, and the river's come up, I would say, another, well, 8 metres. It's nowhere near as high as it was the last time I videoed it. I would think it's going to start going down now. Well, almost done, guys. And it's given it that loft effect that I was expecting it to have. It's rustic, it shows up all the imperfections, it shows up the different colours. I don't know if this happened by mistake in Thailand, when somebody just did this and you ended up with this effect. There's a hotel as you go into Nakhon Phanom called The Loft, and the outside of the building is actually finished like this. But what this coating does is it protects it from sort of mould, mildew, protects it from turning green. It basically just puts a waterproof coating on it. I think what happens with this is it actually soaks into the pores of the concrete and just totally seals it. And it makes maintenance an awful lot easier. And yeah, it looks not bad. It's what I expected. We'll see what happens when it's completely dry. So yeah, they've been at this for probably a couple of hours now. So it sort of fades for grey into a sort of darker grey. But yeah, definitely a lot better looking. You can see it's sealed it, and it's given it almost like a glossy finish. And what have we used? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gallons of TOA, and what it's called is floor protector. You could actually put this on tiles, I suppose, as well, especially these tiles we've got here, because these get absolutely filthy. They're like a porous sort of tile, and the maintenance on these is just ridiculous. We have to clean these every week, give them a good scrub down with sort of like a bathroom sort of floor cleaner, because they do stain. It's not just the staining, it's the gecko shit everywhere that kind of makes a mess. I mean, it ends up all over your walls and the floor. And every morning we get up, we've got to hoover the living room floor. We've got to brush the living room floor. It is just covered in gecko shit. That's what you get when you live in rural Thailand, folks, and you're living with wildlife. The river's dropping rapidly. Look at it, it's like glass, it's lovely. Why did I not order myself a paddleboard? I really wish I'd ordered myself a paddleboard, because this little area here would have been great for it. Good morning, guys. Okay, it's Saturday the 23rd of September, and it's a glorious morning, and the electrician's turned up this morning to move our meter round to the post round the front of the house. So I will spin you around and let you see what they're doing. We were up at 5 o'clock this morning, and we went away a walk along the river with the dog before the sun sort of came over those trees across there, and there was a red sky. It was absolutely glorious. People say, why are you living down here beside the river? Well, judge for yourself why we're living down by the river. So it looks like rainy season has finally left us. We might get a few more days of rain over the next month, but it looks like it's pretty much gone now. The river was up quite high. It's started to drop now, slowly, which is a good thing. So, well, it's not really a good thing. I would prefer it stayed this level all the time. Yeah, I'm going to buy a canoe or a paddle board or something like that. Definitely, because I'll get a good few months use out of it here. I might go for a kayak. We'll see what happens. Anyway, back to the electricity. So we're going to be without electricity for a while today. So they are just stretching out this cable that I bought, getting ready to run that between this post and the house. This, believe it or not, is all done live. Yeah. They just put a big pair of insulated gloves on. So the meter goes on the... It's a strange setup here in Thailand because your meters actually go outside your house. In fact, they actually go outside the property and they get attached to the bottom of this post. So I suppose it makes it easier for when they're coming to read your meters. So this cable that goes along here to the back of the property goes along here. There's 1, 2, 3 posts, and then a post where it goes across the river through someone's garden. There's another post, and then it connects up to the main lines out there. We're actually going to retrieve this cable at some point, and we're going to use it for On's mum's farm for running a new cable out to the farm, and this should be long enough. So I will bring you back shortly, guys, when they've started doing this. I just hope I've got enough cable here. I bought 60 meters, and I think but each panel here is 2.5 meters on the fence line. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 50 meters should be enough. So I will catch you in a minute, guys, when they've started doing it. Good morning, guys. Okay, so it's Sunday morning. I didn't record the electrician doing any of his work because I really didn't want to put it on a video. It was decidedly dodgy, to say the least. So I will spin you around and let you see what he's done, guys. Okay, so we now have the cable coming from this direction along here to this post. Now, myself and On were sitting here yesterday while the guys were doing this, and we heard a bit of a scrape and then a thump. And the guy was up at this corner of the house here on a step ladder on top of this roof, and he was connecting the cables to the house. and his step ladder slipped. And luckily this concrete edging that goes round the house actually stopped the step ladder from falling right to the ground and sliding right off that roof. I jumped out of here and had a look up, and the guy was pure white, and he was sort of like clinging on the ladder at sort of like I don't know, about maybe a 30-degree angle. So they ended up having to tie the ladder. They opened that end window and they tied the ladder up through the bedroom onto the railings at the top of the stair to stop the ladder sliding again. So that was one dodgy thing. The other dodgy thing is, when he was connecting this up, there was no cables connected to any supply. They'd already disconnected the meter up at the main road, removed the meter, so there was no supply. So they disconnected the cable that ran out the back, and they fitted these new cables along here. Now, that's not to say that they didn't do any of this work live, because they did. And when they connected up to the main cable, all they did was they bared the cables. They put the new cables against the supply here, and they wrapped a core around it to attach it to the main cables, and then they just taped it up. It's really Heath Robinson, but God, it's the way they do it here. And this is the Provincial Electrical Authority that did this, and they do it this way. I would have thought they would have had some kind of cable clamps that would go around the existing cables, and then put the tap off cables into it, and then it would all bolt on, and then they could insulate it. Nah, it's just, they're just held together, and then there's like a strand out of the cable that's wrapped around the length of it to hold it against it. Anyway, it's done. And our meter's been brought round and fitted. So our electrical supply's been done, and we have electricity, and we don't have any flickering lights anymore. We can have all the air conditioning on, we can run the showers, and the lights don't dim. Now, previous to this, if you had the lights on and you put one of the showers on and you turned the temperature up, as you turned the temperature up, it acted like a dimming device for all the lights, which was just ridiculous. So if you actually turned the heater on in the shower, the lights dimmed, and as you turned the heat up, as the heat went up, the lights went down. So anyway, we don't have these problems anymore. So the carport's now finished. It's looking an awful lot better. It's a lot easier to keep clean. So that's it, guys. Electricity's done, carport's done. Next thing will be when we start doing this out the back. I still need to sort this area out. So, as I said before in the video, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this kind of video, or if you like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and give me a wee thumbs up, guys. If you've got any comments, good or bad, anything you think I could have done better, anything you think the builders could have done better, the electrician could have done better, let me know. There's nothing I can do about it, obviously, but it's good to hear the comments. So I will see you in the next one, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and cheers for now.